Ooh. Hey, how's it going? Yoshi on the go here. Welcome to my channel where we do stuff. Today, got another bit of a rant where Apple has let me down. They don't do it very often, but when they do, oh boy. I am a big fan of photography. I've been snapping pics since forever. I don't remember a time when I haven't been taking pictures, either with my parents' camera when I didn't have one, or my own camera when I eventually got one. Now with like these digital, this thing called digital cameras, and our phones being just so stinking good, like, oh my gosh, endless pictures for days. I'm the one friend in the group, kind of like Peter Parker, just going around taking snaps of pics, taking snaps of friends, events, whether we're just hanging out, whether we're just watching a movie, whether we're eating lunch at school. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. Last week of school, finals week is next week. Should I be making YouTube videos? Yes. Early 2006, when I finally was able to convince my parents to get a Mac Mini. I've been using iPhoto, and iPhoto is like the solidest, greatest app. Like, it's just so good. And I've never really had any issues with it, maybe an occasional crash here or there. Anyways, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. The point is I take a lot of photos, and while I also delete a lot of photos, I accumulate photos over time. And by the time the Photos app came out for the Yosemite update, what was that, 10.10 something? I switched over, and at that point I had 35,000 photos, and everything was great. Now, Photos had its fair share of issues. There was a few crashes here and there, a few editing features, and a few slideshow themes that weren't there at the start. And actually, even to this day, like 3 or 4 years later, there's still some missing slideshow themes, and we can't export in 4K. What? Aside from that, it's pretty solid, except. So I switched over April 2015 when the app became available. In late 2015, there was a problem. I opened my library and the library was corrupt. Well, it's the end of the world, right? Not so fast. You can open in safe mode, you can even restore the library, and I've done this in the past. I've had a corrupt library, I repaired it, it was fine. So I open it in safe mode, nothing. I open it in safe mode again just to make sure, 3, 4, 5 times, nothing. So, okay, that's fine, I'll repair it. So I repair the library, 35,000 photos later, and it starts to open again and it crashes. Nope. Crashes again, crashes again, crashes again. Oh boy. I troubleshoot and try every combination of everything. I move it to different hard drives. I try opening it in safe mode in other hard drives, repairing it on other hard drives. Nothing works. A few weeks later, I give up. All of those photos are gone. Wait, I subscribe to iCloud. They're all backed up to iCloud. Oh, whew, that was a close one. So I start a new photo library, I sign into iCloud, and that's all you have to do. Now your photos library and your iCloud are synced, so they'll start to sync up in the background. So I wait for a couple days, no photos. I've got some new photos that I, taken on the iPhone, plug it in, I sync those photos, but none of the old photos have come back down. Okay, maybe there's a setting in iCloud that I need to check. No, everything's all logged in. So it turns out, even to this day, 2018, 4 or 5 years, let's see, 4.5 years after the app has been released, iCloud syncing is still a one-way trip. I called Apple support, they had no idea. Okay, fine. You can download them directly from iCloud. It's not very desirable, but it's the original file with the edit, so it's full quality, I'll be fine. Except for one problem, there's no bulk download. There's no Command A download to select everything. There's no click the first photo, hold the shift key, click the last photo, and then everything else gets highlighted. None of that. The only thing that works is holding down the command button and clicking each photo manually, one at a time. Okay, let's begin. So this clip of what you're seeing is like a 40-minute clip sped up to what, like 40 seconds? And literally I just had a heavy object. I actually just had my iPhone pressing down on the command key and click, 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 one at a time. And then click the download button and everything gets downloaded one at a time. And it all opens up in its own window. And after a few hundred photos, man, the Macintosh, even with its speedy SSD, starts to chug like crazy. Oh, and by the way, after you click all your photos for that one batch, if you accidentally click off of a photo, all of those photos get unhighlighted and you have to start all over. Although the good news is once those photos are downloaded to the hard drive, they're still all highlighted in iCloud, so you can just click the delete button and delete everything right after that to clean it up. And 28,000 photos left? Well, good. We've gotten rid of 8,000. And so that's what I did on and off for months. Naturally though, it gets pretty old and oh man, there's just gotta be a better way. Well, maybe for the next OS update, 10.11, that'll be better. Nope. Still no iCloud syncing feature, still no bulk download. Well, maybe for iOS 10.12, still no. And now with the most recent update, 10.14 Mojave, still no. What is wrong with you? Steve Jobs' Apple is gone. I mean, I don't think I hate Tim Cook, but what is he doing? What is he doing? Why are things slowly falling apart? It's just outrageous. But then I had an idea. So I'm logging into my old school iMac, and I'm hoping that I have this photo information. It's taken a while to load, but hopefully this will have most of my photos so I can transfer this whole photos library to a hard drive instead of downloading them all, because I don't want to click 35,000 times. Ooh. It's interesting. I think they're still loading because that's really low resolution. That's super blurry. Should not look like that. Oh, there we go. Guys, I think we're in luck. Holy crap. Yes. Oh, by the way, so we went camping once. Check out the picture of this fire. Like, is that not the coolest picture of fire ever? That's what video game fire looks like. But real life fire, like, look at that swirl. That's so freaking cool. Finally, some good news. Yeah, so just the very end of 2014 is where it cuts off. But that's fine, because I think everything after 2014 I already have. Got a 10-year-old computer and it's an old spinning hard drive. It's a little bit slower than what I'm used to, but... So several years later, and we're almost there. Dang it, ADHD. Dang it, Apple. By the end of the year, my entire photos library will be restored, and what I'm going to be doing going forward is chopping up multiple libraries. So I'll have an old school library, I'll have like a high school library, I'll have a college library right now, and then once I graduate college, I'll start a new library, and just keep it that way. Also, I'm going to be getting a hard drive and utilizing Time Machine and maybe some other backup software feature. We need the iCloud photo sync thing to work both ways. If there's something that's up in the cloud that's not in my photos library, I need it to be synced back down. There also needs to be a bulk download option available in iCloud. I don't know if maybe this is, I don't know if maybe I'm the only one that's experiencing this problem, but hopefully not too many people get corrupted libraries. It's crazy. I can't for the life of me think of why that wouldn't work. And then also the bigger issue, that one-way syncing in iCloud. So hopefully those things get fixed in the future. I'm Yoshi on the Go. Thank you for watching my stuff. And until Apple screws up again, we'll see you next time.